Hello everybody, welcome to this pick a card reading. I took a poll to see what you were most interested in, and the most people voted for, is this person shy? Are they scared? Or are they just not interested? So if you have someone and you feel like there's a connection there and you're wondering why they're not pursuing you or why they're not taking some sort of action, and you're wondering, are they just scared? Are they shy? Or are they just not that interested? This is the reading for you. So we have 3 reading options, and those are in front of you. Option 1 is orange calcite. Option number 2 is emerald. And option number 3 is kunzite. So I want you to take a moment and get in touch with your intuition, your sense of inner knowing about which of these readings is correct for you. If you're watching for more than one person, you can choose a different option for each person if you feel called to do so. Timestamps will be in the description area and also at the top of the comments area, so you can go ahead and click on your timestamp to go directly to your reading whenever you are ready. I'll see you there. All right, welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose reading number 1, which was the orange calcite. It says here that orange calcite is hot-blooded, artistic, love on the brain, wild child of the calcite family. Who needs it? Artists holding the proverbial paintbrush and staring at the proverbial blank canvas. Anyone whose sex life needs a little more fun. You should use this when you're wanting to make something beautiful. It's about breaking through the fog and the fear that hang on the path to creation. So if you're trying to create something, especially if it's something about positivity or creativity, orange calcite can help you. And that's just an extra message that's coming up. A little bit of spiritual guidance. But in terms of the person that you're wanting the reading about, are they shy? Are they scared? Are they just not that interested? I definitely feel like they are interested because we have this air card coming up, but I also wanted the initial portion of the reading to just give us some further insight and a confirmation that this reading is the correct reading for you and that it is indeed about the person that you're hoping to get a greater awareness about. So I just pulled a few of my spirit animal cards. I'm not going to read all of these, but we have the ladybug, the chipmunk, and the raven. And so what that tells me right off about this person is that this is generally a very likable person. It's someone who is very well liked by a lot of people. They get along with people really well. They have an active social life. This is someone who might host people a lot, invite people over, or they might be the person who gathers everyone together to go do something fun. But yeah, this is someone who has, in general, a very positive, uplifting personality. They would never hurt anyone. They generally have good intentions in the things that they do in life. I do see with the raven that this might be someone who has a side of themselves that's a little bit more serious, also maybe a little bit mysterious. And I think that is a side of themselves that they hide from other people. Unless they know them in a certain kind of way. There are definitely things about this person. They're not bad things, but they're just kind of things about themselves that they keep a little bit more secret or hidden, that they don't necessarily, that they're not necessarily open with other people about. In general, most people would not even see this side of them. They would just see the happy, friendly, energy, the person who's a fun person to be around at social gatherings. But there is a side of themselves who they do share with a few select people that is a bit more mysterious. They also kind of have this inherent knowing or this wisdom. This might be someone who is somehow connected to psychic ability or some sort of esoteric knowledge. They might be a seeker of esoteric knowledge. But if so, that's not something that they necessarily share with most people. Okay, so that's your confirmation. So if that sounds accurate about the person that you're wanting to watch this for, then I think that this is the correct message for you. So Are they shy? Are they scared? Are they just not that interested? I mean, they definitely are very interested, because it's like the two of you breathe new life into each other. There is an exchange of life-bringing energies. It's almost like you jumpstart each other in a spiritual sense. You bring a lot of improvements to each other's lives, whether you realize it or not. We also get make the effort. So I do feel like, what's holding this person back primarily is, they're trying to take the steps that they're guided to take. So I actually feel like they are making the effort. I think that the efforts they're making are more like behind the scenes, and you're not seeing those efforts. Again, this is kind of a secretive person that, what they hold most dear, they hold it very closely to their chest in a metaphorical sense. So they don't let everyone see all of their cards. That's part of their strategy in life. They keep certain things very private. But they are trying to make the steps towards you that they are guided to take. Let's see what else I can get here. I've used the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and I was also guided to use my Osho Zen Tarot, which I hadn't used in so long. In fact, before I moved, I thought that I'd lost this deck. Like, I thought I'd lost it years ago. There are some readers who I've seen use this, and it made me so nostalgic. I'm like, what happened to my Osho Zen Tarot deck? These are what the back of the cards look like. And then when I was moving, I actually found it, so that was nice. So anyway, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Like, this person just feels like they're not sure if the timing is right. They're not sure if the circumstances are quite right. They definitely want to communicate with you. I do also feel like this person sees that there's someone else who might be vying for your attention in some way, and they kind of feel like if they make some sort of communication towards you, if they reach out to you, then this other person is going to come rushing in, and they're holding back partly because they don't want that to happen. They feel like that would cause a separation between the two of you. So yeah, they want to communicate with you, but they feel like if they do that, somebody else is just going to swoop in and maybe take you away from them, because they do feel like there's someone else who's highly interested as well. So we get patience, guilt, and morality. I think this is their version of the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords. And what would patience be? That's something in the Major Arcana, I think. Nope. Let me try to figure it out. It's been a while since I've used this deck. It's very different from... Okay, the rainbows, I think, is maybe the Suit of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is definitely biding their time. They feel like there's, something about the cycle of time. They feel like they have to get it just right. They have to get the timing just right. They know that they're causing a lot of unnecessary fear and worry and anxiety for you in the process, but also, like, in this situation as a whole, there's been a lot of confusion. There have also been a lot of obstacles. I see these mountains in the background representing obstacles to me. This person feels like they've had to overcome a lot and will continue to have to overcome a lot in order to make this connection with you work. There's also some issue here of morality. Maybe they feel like you're afraid that this is wrong in some way, or that you yourself think that it's wrong. This is the Queen of Swords, so also, like, this person could also be seeing you as someone who is very worried about being single, or it causes you a lot of distress. In general, I feel like the amount of time that you've spent waiting for this person to make some obvious kind of effort has caused you a lot of anxiety. I feel like they're aware of that. Yeah, they're definitely very aware of that. What's the issue with morality? Emperor. I feel like this person feels like they have a certain sort of expertise or knowledge that you lack. And maybe they feel also that you would not be receptive to them sharing their own wisdom with you, but they want to because they do know that they are sort of an expert or something. They do have some sort of knowledge about life, could be about spirituality or just about the world in general, like how to master life, how to attain mastery over their life. And I feel like they see you as a very highly intelligent person, but I feel like they kind of feel like there's something that you're lacking in terms of knowledge that they also want to give to you. So that's just a little extra side note. Why are we being told about this? There's something this person wants to provide for you, some sort of knowledge or information about how to succeed in life. And it's because they want to bring you healing. They want to have a healing effect on you. For one thing, they know that they've caused you a lot of pain somehow. Maybe through the slowness of their actions or whatever, but they know that you've been caused a lot of pain and anxiety because of this connection, and they want to heal that. So they do feel like they have some abilities to bring you some sort of healing or improvement in your life, and they want to do that. I think they are sort of thinking that you might be a little bit closed off to them when it comes to them trying to do that, though. Because you also are extremely intelligent, and sometimes you might, take things the wrong way and feel that if someone is trying to instruct you or give you knowledge, it's not something that you're necessarily receptive to. I think especially if you are a female and this person you're watching it for is male, there's this kind of like a strong feeling of, if someone's trying to teach me something, then maybe they're not respecting me as a woman, that they're not respecting that I have my own intellect and my own knowledge. So there's sort of a feeling of that. This person is afraid that you might view them that way, but really they just want to provide you with some sort of healing or something that's going to improve your life. Yeah, they want to bring you transformation in a very positive, healing way. So this person has very, very positive motives towards you and a lot of love. Yeah, so definitely they're not scared. Well, they might be a little bit scared. They're scared that someone else is going to take you away from them. If, they're like, once I make the move, I know that this person senses that there's someone else as well who's trying to make something happen with you. And they feel like as soon as they take action, this other person is just going to swoop in and do a lot of damage to the connection in some way. So they do want to make effort. It's just, also this person is just very spiritual. And they want to give you some of their spiritual insights and that healing. So, yeah, I think that is the message for you guys who chose reading number 1. That was very interesting. I hope that you found it helpful. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. All right, guys, this is the reading for people who chose number 2, which was the Emerald. And there's just a little bit of a spiritual message here. Let's see. Point your heart toward grace. It says to use Emerald when you've temporarily lost the courage to love and be loved. When you're in need of a total refresh, open your heart to limitless possibility with Emerald. So it could be that you have felt like, life in general maybe has done you wrong. And sometimes it's hard for you to still be in this positive, loving heart space. So just the energy of Emerald is coming towards you now to assist in that heart healing process for you. Okay, and I wanted to start this reading with a little bit of a confirmation so that you would know whether or not this reading is truly meant for you and if it's really about the person that you're wanting to ask about. So I've pulled 3 spirit animal cards. I'm not going to read everything that's on the back, but I am just taking the cumulative energies here to sort of describe the person who I feel like I'm picking up in this video. We have the bear, the elephant, and the vulture. The bear and the elephant especially are very family-oriented people. So people who carry this spirit animal energy within them are very much family-oriented. Family bonds, children are very important. They're very protective of their children. This is someone who feels like it's very important to pass on wisdom to their children. And it's also someone who's going to continue to be supportive of their children even into adulthood. So they're not just, they're not going to coddle them and do everything for them, hopefully. But they are going to be the type of parent who is still there and can still be relied upon even when the child becomes an adult. There are strong family bonds. This person may have children. If so, their children are very important to them. If not, they probably would want to have children because I feel like the family unit as a whole, like having that nuclear family and also the extended family, all of that's very important to them. Now we also have the vulture card. So this is someone who is very ambitious. Sometimes they can come across as trying to achieve their wealth in ways that are unseemly or like that other people would be like, is that really how you're going to try to make your money? But the vulture is misunderstood a lot. They're really just making use of what's already there. So maybe it's systems or organizations that are already in place and they're like, I'm just making use of what's here. I'm doing the best with, what the world has to offer me. But this is someone who's very ambitious. Achieving wealth is important to them. Like, their financial status is important, acquiring a savings and all of that. This is someone who does care about having nice material items. But also, like, they're very thrifty with their money and they will definitely make the most use. I mean, this might be someone who they spend a little bit more on the things that they buy, but they do that because they feel like those things will last longer, and this is someone who takes really good care of what they do have. They can recycle and repurpose things, but they take good care of their material items in general. And there will be some sort of outward show of their wealth in some way. It's not in a flamboyant way, but because they tend to like nice things, that will just be obvious. So they might choose they might drive a nicer car. You can tell that their clothes are just nicer looking. But again, they really invest. So they'll invest maybe in higher priced clothing, for example, because they know that it's going to last longer or that it'll continue to be in style for longer or that kind of thing. So very family oriented, very ambitious. Might come across as like a little too ruthless, but they're not really ruthless. They're just taking advantage of the resources that are available. So that's the general energy of this person. So if that seems accurate for you, then you can have more of a confirmation that the rest of the reading is as well. So is this person shy? Are they scared? Or are they just not that interested? Or is it something else? So the present, this person is very focused on the present moment. They try to stay in the present moment. They don't try to worry too much about the future. They don't try to worry too much about the past. I do feel like sometimes they get pulled in the direction of the past or the future, but in general, they do try to stay in the moment of now and allow life to come as it will. That's part of what they feel like they have the most success in life when they can just focus on the present moment. Also, there is a sense of generosity here. I do feel like maybe this person is generous and that they would in general feel generous towards you. We also get flirt. So I feel like this person does have a flirty energy towards you. So let's see what exactly is holding them back. Okay, we get the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So I think for some of you, if you work with this person, they feel uncertain about having something romantic going on with someone who they work with. And they are kind of trying to figure out how the fact that you work together would affect things. I think in general, whether you work with them or not, like this connection came to this person at a time in their life as well when they just weren't super receptive to love to begin with. They feel like, you know, this is someone who, when they do enter into a relationship, they do like to give it their full self. Like they do like to stay in that now. They like to stay in the present moment. And I feel like this person just, right now, they're not really in the place to be able to build up something substantial with you, which is how they prefer to approach, you know, romantic relationships. They want to give it their all, and they know that right now they can't give it their all. I feel like they're trying to figure things out more as well. They're actively trying to understand what this connection is and what can actually be achieved here. They do want to achieve something with you, but you know, as I said, it's like they don't really have it in them right at the moment. And also they're not really sure how at the present moment to make it work. What else do we get here from the Osho Zen Tarot? They have a lot of emotions for you because we get a lot of Cups cards. Let's see. The way this deck is put together is a little bit different from other decks. So I'm trying to figure out, go with the flow. Okay, this is the Ace of Cups, and this I believe is the Page of Cups. Nope, the Knight. So we have the Knight and the Ace. They definitely have romantic feelings for you. They have emotions for you, but at the same time, like, they're trying to see beyond any illusions. They're like, just because I have these feelings doesn't mean that it makes practical sense to act on them. And I feel like they're trying to be have a lot of awareness with the Beyond Illusion and also the Hanged Man card. This is a very serious person, and they definitely try to see the higher perspective of things. They try to stay very much in touch with their higher self. This might be someone who meditates, but if they don't actively meditate, then I think they just are, you know, they are very thoughtful and they really think things through. I feel like they know that this connection is, even though it came to them, you came to them at a time when they just weren't really emotionally prepared or ready for you. They might have still some baggage over someone else. They might also be in a relationship, or it could just be they're just emotionally not ready right now for whatever reason. And especially if you work together, they're definitely seeing that as an obstacle. But it's kind of like, you know, they know that they have feelings for you, but they're trying to be very practical about it and also very wise. And so the reason primarily that they're not taking any action towards you is just they're still trying to figure out, they know that you are changing their life in some way. And they're trying to understand what that's all about. And they're also trying to understand what is really meant to be and what is actually possible when it comes to you. So any other insights the Spirit would like to share about this person and why they're not moving forward with this connection? Yeah, back to the vulture energy. This is definitely someone who feels like they need to prove themselves in terms of the material wealth that they accumulate or what they achieve financially or career-wise. And I think that they know that, like, this whole keeping up with the Joneses or like even doing better than the Joneses, like, they know at some level that this is not the most enlightened way of approaching life, that we shouldn't just be out to outdo each other, you know, like having a bigger house or a better car or whatever. there's nothing wrong with having nice things, but I think that they're also struggling right now with some sort of, they're trying to become more enlightened when it comes to money and what life really is all about. And that it isn't necessarily about, competing with other people in terms of what kind of financial success you can create for yourself. And it could also be that you are helping them to see that more clearly than they have in the past as well. But there's just a little extra info about this person that Spirit has brought up for you. So guys, I hope that reading has made sense, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, welcome to everybody who chose reading number 3, which was the Kunzite. So I am going to just see what the spiritual message is coming to you from Kunzite. It says, open up your love channel. This is a stone that's good for anyone with a heavy heart. You can call on Kunzite after a breakup or a major disappointment, or when you're beating yourself up about something. So it could be that you all are feeling, maybe you've had a separation or a breakup with this person, you're still trying to heal from it, or there has been some other major disappointment in your life that is really hitting you hard right now. If so, your guides just want you to know that they are around you, actively trying to heal you through whatever this is. So let's get into the actual reading about the person that you're watching this for. Are they shy? Are they scared? Are they just not interested? What's going on with them? So just as a confirmation, I am pulling some spirit animal cards to kind of get the energy so I can sort of describe this person's personality. And if this seems accurate to you, then it's more of a confirmation that the rest of the message will be accurate for you as well. So I feel like, first of all, this is a very intelligent person. I definitely get that energy of high level intelligence. But I feel like this is someone who might speak their truth in more like private ways. Like this might be someone who journals, or they write. Yeah, I feel like, I think this is someone also who's just a very complicated personality. They're very multi-talented. They might be good at athletics, but also very good at academics, and also just very intelligent, whether they get good grades or not, because some of these people don't even care if they get good grades or not, or do well in their academic life, but they're very intelligent, and they care more about improving their own mind than they do about, whether or not they do well in terms of getting good grades and things like that. So if you all are not in school, maybe you have known them from the past, that you've been in school together, or you just know something about their personality as it relates to that. I also feel like in general, this person doesn't really care too much what other people think of them, but a lot of people do view them very fondly because they have this very no-nonsense personality, and there's something about them that is still just incredibly likable. I feel like this could be someone who maybe spends a lot of time alone. They don't really need a lot of company with other people. I think when they do socialize, they might sort of flit from one social group to another, but they don't have like regular social interaction with any one person or group exactly. There's a very solitary energy. This is someone who's very independent. They like to just tackle life head on their own. They feel like they are capable of just doing anything required of life. I think this person has also had to overcome a lot in life, not just in terms of life's obstacles, but also they've had to overcome their own personal demons. And they've done a good job at that. This is someone who's very intelligent and very wise. So if that seems accurate for you, then the rest of the reading is more likely to be accurate. So let's see what else we can learn about why this person is not making any action towards you. Are they shy? Are they scared? Are they not interested? Is it something else entirely? Okay. So we have yearning and attraction. I feel like this person knows that you are attracted to them. They definitely can tell. And I kind of pick up their energy as being like this guy here, and your energy as being more this female. Like she's yearning for him, she's looking at him, but he won't even open his eyes. This also says undesired separation. Some of you might be in separation from this person and you're wanting to get back together and you just feel like this person is completely unresponsive. So we'll figure out more about why, but I definitely do feel, first of all, that you are highly attracted to them and they're aware of that. And I think they're more just receiving your attraction than they are actively responding. Even at an internal level, this is just someone who they don't really feel like they need other people. And I think that they don't like it when other people are needy or come across as yearning or pining or, like it sort of puts them off if someone is needing a lot. They don't know how to cope well with that. Okay. Okay, but I do feel like, because we have the World card, the Devil, Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this person has had like long-standing feelings for you. And I kind of feel like some of these people are confused about their own feelings. They definitely feel very attracted, but your experience of this attraction that you have is much more positive than theirs. Like they might think that this attraction to you is negative in some way. And they feel like it's an attachment that the two of you all have that they are not really sure if it's for either of your best interest. So your experience of this is very positive. You think, well, it's great. I have these feelings for this person. It's wonderful. I want them so badly. I feel like this person, they do feel attracted to you back, but they also feel like maybe the level of attraction is unhealthy or like obsessive, or it's too much of an attachment. I feel like they're still trying to decide if they should stay or if they should move on. It's like once they make their decision, they're really going to commit to it. So if they decide for certain, like this is just not right, it's not healthy, it isn't where I'm supposed to be, then they will move solidly and sure-footedly in the direction away from you. If they decide for certain that being with you is healthy and if it is the right thing to do, then they'll move towards you. I do feel like right now they're more in the feeling of moving away from you. They're still not totally decided, but they kind of feel like moving away from you is probably the healthier choice. They are afraid that this might be an unhealthy, obsessive attraction. This person does feel like, they also feel like, they see you as a very free-spirited person. Even if you're super attracted to them and they're not sure if that level of attraction for either of you is healthy, they also say that you don't have any negative motivations towards them. They see you as a very playful energy, very bright, maybe a fiery personality, someone who likes to be entertaining and funny, things like that, or just is adventurous, someone who really embraces life, and they like that about you. But they also kind of feel like, they understand that maybe you or them or both of you really need to be freed from this connection. That, someone here is like a caged bird, and that caged bird doesn't need to be trapped necessarily in this energy. And I don't think it's a judgment of you. Like I said, I feel like they might even feel that you need to be freed of this, that this is not healthy, and that they want you also to be freed of this. But I think they want both of you to be sort of freed of it. And they definitely get in their head a lot when it comes to this connection. And I feel like also like their negative thoughts that they have about the connection, worry, the anxiety, the stress about all of it, that also makes them feel like this probably isn't healthy. You know, like they might even think that they have an unhealthy obsession with you because they can't stop thinking about it. And they just feel like this is having a negative effect on them, that they're so consumed with thoughts of you. So yeah, I feel like for you guys, this person just kind of feels like it might be better off for the two of you not to be together, that they might think that you're a toxic influence on each other. So yeah, that's, let me see if there's just any other message. What do we need to know? What else does the viewer need to know about number 3? Yeah, they definitely are not really sure that this would work in a practical sense. So they definitely know that you want something with them emotionally. They can tell. Either you've actively said it or they're just very intuitively aware that you are extremely attracted to them. They know that you're very attracted. And they're like, I don't know if it would actually work. You know, they've thought about it. They're like, could it work? And they're just not sure. And I feel like this person does want a happy life. They do want a happy life. They do want a happy union with someone. Perhaps they even want a happy married life. But, you know, I just feel like they are feeling like the two of you might be a bad influence on each other. And also, whether you would realize it or not, this person is kind of seeing that you might, you know, it's not even totally about them. You know, I keep getting as well, like they think that it's better for you to be free of them. They almost feel like they might be a toxic influence on you, but I think they also see it as sort of a ping pong effect. That the two of you, instead of helping each other grow and become better people, even though I think you both want to grow and become better people, this person has a feeling that you would actually influence each other in the opposite way. And that's not what either of you really needs. You both need to kind of emerge and free yourselves from any addictions, especially if there are addictions involved here. This person is very concerned about how you would influence each other when it comes to that. So I feel like they, you know, it's not that they're not interested because they think about this, it concerns them. You know, it's not like they're not attracted, because with the Devil card, I feel like they are, but they just don't think that it's like a healthy connection, that the two of you could really achieve like a healthy, you know, mutually supportive life together where you would really be raising each other's vibration. They're really afraid that the two of you would become trapped if you pursued something more with each other, that it would become a trap for both of you. And I think that they don't want either of you to really experience that kind of negativity. All right, so guys, I hope that that was a meaningful and helpful message. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.